Good morning, everyone. We welcome you back inside the Paco Arena for your coverage of the UAP Season 88 High School Volleyball Tournament. That's a Daisy Tomake of UE looking to get a win after that loss. And as for Zean Laborte, they hope to recover after that three-set loss against NU. It's time for the girls to make some noise as we see the matches today for 9 a.m. DLSZ versus UE, FEUD at 11 a.m. against NUNS, and at 1 p.m. the Ateneo Blue Eagles will take on UPIS, the Fighting Maroons, and lastly, at 3 p.m. we have UST versus the Adamson Lady Baby Falcons. Thank you so much for tuning in today on the Filipinas Live app. My name is Jamie Lavatoria at your service. And once again, both teams are actually coming from a loss. It's time for the girls to make some noise here in our quadruple header for today on this fine Wednesday morning. And let's discuss the team standings here. And at the top, we have the Adamson Lady Baby Falcons, followed by NU, UST, FEUD, Lady Baby Tamaraws, DLSZ, UPIS, UE, and at the bottom, the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Now, in this game, we have Mangahis, their captain at number 13. She scored 8 points in their last match. She hopes to step up in today's game against DLSZ. There we have, of course, LaSalle there. Jelian Laborte, who also scored 6 points, looking to make a comeback in their last game. But let's see how things will turn out in today's game so far. Of course, the match at hand, once again, DLSZ versus UE. The action will return, but let's head over to the tournament announcer.
UAAP Season 88 Girls Volleyball. Let us meet our officials. First referee, Philip Nunez. Second referee, Antonio Espartero. Let us now meet the starters. First for the De La Salle Santiago Zobel Junior Lady Spikers. Playing as an outside hitter, number 1, Justice Macasaet. Middle blocker, number 3, Azza Arado. Outside hitter, number 7, Jelian Laborte. Setter, number 8, Sabine Valdez. Middle blocker, number 12, Sofia Inandan. Opposite hitter, number 16, Zian Laborte. And the starting libero, number 5, Angel Jaden Celizan. Coaching the Junior Lady Spikers is Jeremiah Monreal. And it's time to meet the starters for the University of the East Junior Lady Warriors. Middle blocker, number 1, Laniel Sui. Outside hitter, number 6, Amanda Hermoso. Setter, number 8, Fergie De La Cruz. Outside hitter, number 10, Daisy Tomake. Opposite hitter, the team captain, number 13, Janela Mangahis. Middle blocker, number 14, Bernice Hucal. And the starting libero, number 9, Haven Valiente. Coaching the Junior Lady Warriors is Rod Roque.
Junior Lady Spikers, Inandan, Laborte, Valdez, Laborte, Macasaet, Arado, and Senzial. That's your starting unit for DLSZ. And as for UE, Tomake, Ucal de la Cruz, Hermoso, Soy Mangahis, and their libero, Valiente. Mentioned this earlier, both teams coming off from a loss. That is the captain on your screen, Janela Marie Mangahis, scoring 8 points in their last match against FEUD. Actually, the last time UE had a high school team was back in 2019 with Angge Reyes, who is still part of the Lady Warriors. Mangahis will start things off. That's a quick attack by DLSZ. Inandan with that A quick attack. They lost against NU in their last match. Good serve by DLSZ. It's a back row attack by Mangahis. And point goes to DLSZ. Good setting by Sabine Valdez. Still serving DLSZ. Better received by UE. And that's a back row attack by UE, but it does not get past the net. UE in their last match, they had difficulty in service reception. They're trying to get their first win here in season 88. Tomake tries to go cross court, but does not get past the net there. Coach Rod Roque giving her some pointers from the sidelines. Still serving setter Sabine Valdez, full front row for DLSZ. Free ball UE. Goes to the right pin and down the line. Zean Laborte, what a swing. Lefty opposite, no blockers from UE. Sabine still at the service line. Targets Tomake. Tomake goes cross court. Sabine goes to the open to Jelian Laborte. Bump set. But the bump set by Hermosa was a bit too tight for Daisy Tomake. DLSU up by 5 points. UE trying to gain some consistency, some momentum here in set number 1. Sabine still up to serve. Still the target, Daisy Tomake. The free ball from UE. Another activation down the line by Zean Laborte. But a timeout now will be called by UE. Still targeting Daisy Tomake. And finally, UE gets their first point of the match by Daisy Tomake. Now this is their setter, Shane De La Cruz, full front row for UE. Good receive by Zobel. And that's a cross court by Jelian Laborte. So far, so good for DLSZ. from the left pin to the right pin. A lot of firepower that we're seeing. And Sabine Valdez, their setter, very consistent setting so far. Jeliane Laborte scored 6 points in their last match. Loaded serve. Still goes to Daisy Tomake. Makasae goes cross court. Free ball UE. Sabine tries to activate the middle blocker and is successful. And Andan, another quick attack. Another swipe coming from her. Still at the service line, Jeliane Laborte. And that goes inside. Service ace right behind Daisy Tomake, targeting zone 1. What a spot. Target zone 6. Daisy Tomake going down the line. Makasaed goes cross. Zubel takes advantage of that overpass. Makasaed still goes cross. Free ball UE. Makasaed with the tip this time. Hugal was able to get a touch on that attack, but no coverage for UE. That's a loaded serve, still targeting Tomake. Back row attack by UE. Good defense by Sabine. Laborte goes cross court. Consistent showing for DLSZ in set number 1. Jeliane Laborte still up to serve. Targets Valiente. That's a free ball UE. Goes to Senezal. It's an early combination play by Makasaet. Free ball Tomake. Set a bit too low for Zean Laborte. The point will be rewarded to UE as they try to gain some momentum here. Julianne Hugal now up to serve. It's a good serve, a loaded serve by UE. And that's a block by the UE Lady Junior Warriors. Still up to serve, Hugal. Targeting Makasaet. Makasaet still goes cross. So far, we've seen those cross-court attacks by Justice Makasaet of DLSZ. Sophia now up to serve for Zobel. Loaded serve. Tomake. It's a quick attack by Arado, but the set was a bit too low by Sabine. Daisy Tomake up to serve. She's been doing the heavy lifting here for UE. A bit short on that serve by Daisy Tomake. DLSZ up by 10 points here. Set number 1. Zean Laborte now up to serve for DLSZ. Lefty opposite spiker gets an ace on Princess Ashley Sikat of UE. Scores 4-15, timeout UE. The score is 4-15 here in set number 1. DLSZ just showing a lot of consistency this Wednesday. Zan now up to serve. That's a loaded serve. Targeting Sikat. Free ball UE. What will Sabine do here? You see a slide attack by DLSZ. Another free ball for UE. A slide attack, but goes for the tip. Arado. A lot of risk taking we're seeing by Isabel. Sabine activating the middle blockers here. 2 consecutive running attacks so far. Good serve by Zan Laborte. Another free ball by UE. Senezal takes charge with that free ball. Miscue by DLSZ. So point will be rewarded to UE. DLSZ showing a lot of firepower. The last time they won the UAP high school was back in 2018 with Angel Canino, Alea Malaluan, and of course Cassie Carballo. As a point will go to DLSZ. UE still trying to get some control here in set number 1. As they're down by a huge margin. Makasayat now up to serve. Targets Daisy Tomaka in zone 1. Free ball UE. Laborte attacks in the block. Another free ball by UE. Senezal gets that free ball. And a quick attack by Arado. Getting that swipe. Beating that block of UE. You now have a substitution. Resuelo now in for Daisy Tomake. Justice Makasayat still at the service line for DLSZ. That's a good serve. Targeting zone 6. Free ball UE. Sabine goes to the open and goes to Jelia and Laborte. Successful swing for DLSZ. Makasayat up to serve. Loaded serve. And that is an ace by DLSZ. Makasayat serving right above the tape. Targeting Valiente in that sequence. Makasayat up to serve. Same target. Targeting Princess. Makasayat just double checking if she's okay. 4 points left for DLSZ to clinch set number 1. Still targets Princess. It's a free ball by UE, but does not go over. Have a few more substitutions here for UE. Hermoso rather, back in for UE. Justice Makasayat still at the service line. That's too strong for Makasayat. First missed serve of the match by DLSZ. We have a double substitution now Alemania, captain, now in for DLSZ. And Ariane Limpot getting some court action here. That's a good serve by UE. And what a swing by Jelian Laborte. DLSZ just 2 points away of clinching set number 1. It's a free ball UE. Bump set by Limpot. Goes cross court. Another free ball by UE. What a swing. A net violation by Shane De La Cruz. A set point, DLSZ. We have Daisy Tomake now back in for UE. Good receive by UE. And a tip by Bangahis. A quick attack by DLSU to finish it off in set number 1. What a score. 6-25. DLSZ versus UE. A quick set at that, as UE is still trying to find the rhythm here. Set number 1, Daisy Tomake doing all the heavy lifting for UE. And here we have the set 1 stats here. 13 attacks for DLSZ and only 1 for the UE Junior Lady Warriors, along with 6 errors in that set alone. DLSU just on a roll so far and needing to find some sort of spark plug. We have Laborte, the leading scorer, already with 6 points for DLSZ. And that girl, Daisy Tomake, with 2 points so far. She has been doing the heavy lifting for the UE Lady Junior Warriors. But let's see if the tides will change here for UE. And that girl also, Zean Laborte, going down the line multiple times, the lefty opposite. Very consistent performance in set number 1 earlier. Set 2 underway here, and that starts with an ace for DLSZ. That girl on your screen, Sabine Valdez, their setter. So far, spreading out the offense beautifully. You saw a few quick attacks here and there. Sabine targets the libero of UE. It's a 1-2 play, a free ball by UE. And Jelian Laborte goes cross court. Now the wing spikers of DLSZ have been going in between the block and sometimes no block during the sequences. Valdez still up to serve. Targets Daisy Tomake. Free ball UE. But that free ball does not get past the net for UE. Agustin of UE will now be running the ship here for UE, hoping to change things up. That's a good serve by Sabine targeting Tomake. Free ball UE. It's a quick attack by DLSZ. That's Isabel Sofia using her height and speed in that sequence. Sabine still up to serve. That's a loaded serve targeting Daisy Tomake. That's an ace. So far, we're seeing strong starts for DLSZ, especially in set number 1. Sabine still targets Tomake. Another free ball for UE. What will Sabine do? Pushes that to the left pin. That is Jelian Laborte. A lot of power in her swing. Slowly getting explosive in that approach. Sabine still targets Tomake. Another free ball by UE. A quick attack. Agustin goes to the left pin and breaks that block. Captain Janela Marie Mangajes needing to make some noise here for her team. Target zone 6. Valdez goes to the right pin. That attack is going outside by Zean Laborte. Agustin up to serve. Full front row for UE. Agustin misset, but Zean Laborte takes advantage. So far, so good for DLSZ. Jelian up to serve. With the help of the net, Agustin goes for that bump set. And Captain Mangajes, back-to-back points. All smiles for UE. That's a loaded serve by UE. Sabine goes to the left pin. And that's a block by UE, but that does sail outside. But good timing on that block by the UE Lady Junior Warriors. Isabel Sofia now up to serve for DLSZ. Bump set by Marin. Free ball UE. Sabine goes for that quick attack. And Valdez goes for that swing. Good serve, and that is inside. Point for DLSZ. And Andan still targeting Daisy Tomake. That's another loaded serve and perfect reception by Daisy. Free ball UE. Sabine goes to Salada. That goes in the net. A lot of new players here in set number 2. Coach Jeremiah Monreal giving his players a lot of playing time here. Deep bench for DLSZ. And that does still sail inside with the help of the net. Salada still trying to target that cross-court attack. DLSZ up by 7 in set number 2. That's a loaded serve to UE. Another free ball from UE. Sanazal. That's another A-quick attack by Valdez. Sanazal of DLSZ also very consistent in the digging and reception department. The score is 13-4, timeout UE. Score is 13-4 in favor of DLSZ. Laborte now up to serve. That's a loaded serve, but perfect reception by UE. A back row attack. Laborte attacking in the net for DLSZ as UE is trying to play catch up here in set number 2. Hermosa up to serve. But that does sail outside. Untimely miss serve for Amanda Faye Hermoso. Now Salada up to serve for DLSZ. That's a loaded swing. Tomake just getting the ball over for that cross court. I believe there's a net touch by UE Agustin. Quite a few unforced errors in set number 2 for UE. Salada targets Valiente. Sabine goes for that jump set, but that swing does sail outside by Jelian Laborte. Back-to-back miss serves by the UE Lady Junior Warriors. We have a few substitutions in for both teams. Gregorio now in for UE. And Sofia, who came off the bench in set number 1. Asignacion up to serve. That is too strong for Sofia and the rest of the DLSZ squad. UE down by 9 points. Here in set number 2, Daisy Tomake up to serve. And that is another service error. 3 in a row so far by UE. Tomake scored 4 points in the last match. Sabine, full front row for DLSZ. Agustin goes for that bump set. That's a smart play by their captain in Janela Mangahis going down the line. We have another substitution for UE. Hanakalo. Giving Tomake a bit of a breather here in set number 2. It's a bump set by DLSZ. And an off-speed attack by Jelly and Laborte. No urgency in that sequence by the UE Lady Junior Warriors. DLSZ now up by 10 points. Good serve by Jellyanne. And so far, UE trailing behind, having a difficult time. In set number 2. Jellyanne Laborte up to serve. Targeting Valiente. Loaded serves we're seeing here for DLSZ. Gregorio trying to help out in that sequence. Another substitution here. Back in the starting setter, Shane De La Cruz. Up to serve, Jellyanne. Another ace by Jellyanne Laborte. Scores 28. 21-8 now in favor of DLSZ. That's another ace by Jellyanne Laborte. And DLSZ just showing a lot of consistency and good timing, especially after that 3-set loss against NUNS. Looking to make a comeback here. Sabine goes to the right pin. And Zean Laborte, what a smart play. Scores 8-23. Timeout, UE. DLSZ just 2 points away of clinching set number 2. As for UE, trying to find a spark plug here. That's a loaded serve. Still targeting Haven Valiente. Jellyanne Laborte not making it easy for the defenders and receivers of UE. First misserve of Jellyanne Laborte. Sabine goes to the open. That does sail inside. Salada going cross court. And DLSZ gets set number 2. Score is 9-25 in set number 2. And there we have the set 2 stats here. DLSZ with 12 attacks. And for UE, they have 3 attacks. They had only 1 attack in set number 1. 8 aces. What a number for DLSZ. So far, so good with this production from set 1 and set 2. That's number 13 on your screens, Captain Mangahis, leading scorer. And as for DLSZ, Jellyanne Laborte, a lot of those cross-court attacks we noticed in set number 2. We have a few new players starting for DLSZ. Ariane Limpot will now be setting in set number 3. And there we go. DLSZ off to a good start here. To 15. Ariane Limpot serving for DLSZ. Targets Daisy Tomake. Free ball. And that is not over for UE. Another ace. They tallied 8 aces in set number 2. Talking about DLSZ. To Ariane Zovia Limpot at the service line. Still the target has been Daisy. It's a free ball UE. Who does Limpot go to? That's a combination play, but a block. That's Marzan seeing court action for the first time today. Here in set number 3, Coach Monreal giving all his players some playing time here. It's a rainbow serve by UE. And what a swing by DLSZ, but free ball UE. Another quick attack by Azalea Arado of DLSZ. Seeing the strong middle blockers here, rising stars for DLSZ. That's Marzan now up to serve. That's a great serve by Marzan. Bump set by UE. Vergara. But the point will be rewarded to DLSZ. Samara Jillian Marzan up to serve. It's a loaded serve by Marzan targeting Tomake. That's a tip by Agustin. Cross court DLSZ. That's a free ball by UE. A tip by Arado. Free ball UE. Set a bit too low for DLSZ. Free ball over. And UE taking advantage of the overpass. That is Hugal for UE. Scored 1 point in their last match. Danielle Soy on your screens here. Loaded serve by Hugal. Set a bit too low for DLSZ. It's a free ball UE. The set by Limpot a bit too tight for Arado. Hugal still at the service line. Goes to the right pin this time. It's a better swing by DLSZ. Garrido getting her first point of the match. A lot of new faces here in set number 3 for DLSZ. Arado up to serve. It's a loaded serve. Good swing by UE. Free ball DLSZ. And that does sail outside by their captain and Janela Mangahis. not finding her rhythm this match. Scored 8 points against FEU. Targeting Daisy Tomake. That's a free ball by UE. Arado getting the free ball. Beautiful bump set by Marzan. Agustin trying to go for that tip, but two players colliding. Although this is a better start for UE here in set number 3. Starting setter back in, Dela Cruz. Still targeting Daisy Tomake. Mangahis with a power swing. Arado. Off-speed attack by DLSZ. Marzana with another beautiful bump set to Garrido. Good teamwork we're seeing by DLSZ. Arado still up to serve. Shane goes to the right pin. That does not get past the net on the attack of Marzan. Captain Mangahis up to serve. Good receive by Marzan. And what a sequence by DLSZ. Valdez with an A-quick attack. Good serve by Garrido. Free ball UE. Who will take charge? Valdez a bit too early in that sequence. Daisy adjusting and targeting Bonafé. Agustin now up to serve for UE. Still targeting the libero here. Garrido cross court. A lot of new faces here in set number 3. Garrido, Marzan. Good job so far as UE is down by 5 points. Loaded serve by Garrido. And a swing by Mangahis. UE, Lady Junior Warriors needing to come together here in set number 3. As DLSZ just wanting to finish this match off. And a loaded serve by Garrido in set number 3. Set number 2, DLSZ tallied 8 aces. Another serve to Marin, the libero of UE. Back-to-back aces for Garrido. Loaded serve, still targeting Francesca. Zone 6, Garrido. 3 service aces in a row. Very confident player here. It's a good receive by Mangahis. Daisy Tomake going for that cross court. And what a swing by Marzan going cross court. The score is 5-15. Timeout UE. The score is 5-15 in favor of DLSZ. New starters here in set number 3, Marzan. From receiving, from the bump sets to the attacking. Great production coming from her. Still targeting Daisy Tomake. And that swing sails outside, but good efforts for UE and Agustin. UE still playing catch-up this entire match. Garrido still up to serve. Ooh, that is a touch by their libero in Francesca. Garrido not taking it lightly for UE. Garrido going short this time. Daisy Tomake just breaking that wall of DLSZ. She's been doing the heavy lifting this entire match for UE. She also needs help in the scoring department by the middle blockers and the opposite. Good receive, a 1-2 play by Limpot. A deep, deep bench we're seeing by DLSZ here. Ariane Limpot running the offense. That's a good serve by DLSZ. Mangahis going cross court. Marzan off the block. The point will be rewarded to DLSZ. Valdez up to serve. And that does sail inside. Another ace for DLSZ. They're up by 14 points. Alemania, their captain, back in. And Sabine, their starting setter, back in here. Looking to end this match with a finishing kick here. That does sail outside for DLSZ. Up to serve, Daisy. Targeting Garrido. And Marzan goes cross. Slowly getting that elevation on that approach and a lot of power in her attacks. Marzan. And that does sail outside for DLSZ. Their captain, Alemania. UE playing catch up here. Hukal up to serve. Believe this is the wrong server. Wrong rotation here for UE. The point will automatically go to DLSZ here. It's Marzan starting here in set number 3. That's a good serve, targeting Daisy. Good bump set by Marzan. Sabine goes for that back row attack. A lot of firepower for DLSZ. Alemania, the captain. And Valdez, now match point for DLSZ. Loaded serve by Marzan. And that is an ace to finish it off by Marzan. DLSZ winning the match in 3 sets against the UE Lady Junior Warriors this Wednesday early morning here in Paco Arena, showing a lot of diversity here in the firepower. Sabine Valdez spreading out the offense beautifully. Loaded serves. In one set, they had 8 service aces alone in set number 2. What a performance for DLSZ. And as for UE, good effort. But they do need to go back to the drawing board and work on their chemistry and the fundamental skills, especially in service reception. But DLSZ winning in a 3-set fashion in this match here. Salada, a lot of players coming off the bench. Garrido coming in set number 3. And also Asignacion, Sofia, all smiles for the ladies in green and white here. Great performance coming from them. Very advanced players here as we see the scores here: 625, 925, and 825. DLSZ not giving UE any sort of momentum, not reaching the double digits in sets 1 to 3. So far, so good for DLSZ. And of course, their setter, Sabine Valdez, with 4 points and 10 excellent sets. Of course, everyone's so happy for her moment here. They earned it. All smiles for DLSZ. And up next, we have FEUD versus NUNS.